Hello everybody and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix playthrough. We are slowly but surely making our way towards the finale of Terra's story. But before we actually get to that point, we have got another trip to the command board to go and Dark Haze plus Sonic Blade equals another Chaos Blade. Bloody hell, I thought I was being clever. Clearly not, but I have got Fire and Bind, which will give us Ignite. I don't think it's going to exactly do much for us, but I'll just plop some crystals on it and hopefully, it's all about getting those delightful extras. Getting those abilities and profiting from them. And yeah, I'm probably not really going to be using many of these moves, but hopefully what will end up happening is in this trip to the final command board, I will actually be able to do some good stuff. But yes, the secret board is one of the biggest and by far arguably the longest that you'll be participating in, because you've got to get up to 20,000 GP, which is insane. What's really awesome is that, as you can see, it's shaped like the crest that Terra, Aqua and Ventus all wear.
There we go.
Which is really cool. Obviously, it's that whole thing of each of the command boards looks like something. But it's nice that, we started in the Land of Departure and we end in the Land of Departure. And it's actually quite a good thing, because we're going to be going back to the Land of Departure in the next part, which, thankfully for me, anyway, will be a really short part. But also that does just mean that I've got to try and bring a bit more of my A game to this one, rather than, rabbiting on as I did in the last one.
Thank you.
But you see, here's the thing.
I'll catch up.
As I've said many times, doing commentary is an interesting idea.
There we go.
Because you're constantly trying to come up with new topics to discuss. You're constantly trying to be somewhat creative, a little bit funny, a little bit informative. It's all that having a chat type thing, and I mean, for me, that's particularly difficult, because my small talk skills are absolutely dismal.
Alright.
I've known this for a very long time, and it's a miracle that I've managed to do commentary as I have for
There we go.
going on 9 years. Yeah. That's how long I've been at this game. You would have thought I would have gotten a bit better at it as time went by, but clearly my skills have maybe gotten... I hit a peak and then sort of plateaued a bit, I feel. But that's okay, because some people are meant to do this forever, some people aren't, and I'm just here to have fun. That's the important thing. And so, I think what I probably want to just go over while we take on our final command board is just some more of the info that you can have to do with the command board itself. So, we haven't visited the Mirage Arena yet, but we will do, and you can tackle the command board in there as well.
Alright.
if you finish a board, then you'll get medals which you can spend in the Moogle shop, and that's really great. But the other nice thing is that your commands level up no matter whether you're playing it in this form or in the Mirage Arena, so the command board is always very helpful. Now, haha, here's what I wanted.
There we go.
Obviously, way back when I was saying that, I mean, obviously I said at the start of this part that everything's shaped like something. So the original Keyblade board is shaped like a Keyblade, and the Castle Dreams Royal board is shaped like the glass slipper. The Spaceship board looks like the spaceship. The Toon board looks like an ice cream. The Skull board looks like a skull. The Honeypot board looks like a honeypot, and then finally the Secret board looks like the heart symbol that's on Ven, Terra, Aqua, and Master Ericus. So it is really cool when you see things like that, when you see exactly how they're shaped. Because I don't think that I had ever properly paid attention to any of that throughout any of the times that I'd played through the command board. I think because I was constantly focused on what was actually going on in the level.
Thank you.
Well, in playing the board. And so I just didn't really clock what they looked like. But it is a really nifty little touch, and it does make them a lot more useful in the grand scheme of things. Now, I suppose one of the other things I could probably tell you about is the idea of the hands, because I've used them frequently, but I've not actually ever gone over what all of them can do. So, if you have one attack command, you can activate Stun, which I have used, which forces your opponent to sit out a single turn. 2 dice, which is using one magic command, roll 2 dice instead of 1. GP Protector, which makes you avoid losing GP and only works once, but it can be cast multiple times to have more than one GP Protector active, and that's by using one of the kind of ability commands, so like shot locks, your blocks, your slides, and so on and so forth. Navigator is 2 attack commands, which you get for choosing the direction you want to move after rolling. 3 dice, roll 3 die, 2 magic commands. Confuse, for 3 turns, cause all opponents to proceed in random directions when they reach intersections. 2 ability commands. Double toll, which you get for 3 attack commands, and that's doubling the toll for landing on your panels for 5 turns. GP Magnet, attain a set GP times the total number of panels your opponents own, which is attack command, magic command, and ability command. Then we've used Joker's Fortune before, spins to give you various hands. If it lands on panel capture, it'll capture a panel. What's really quite amazing though is if you end up with 3 Joker's Fortunes, which is very, very, very rare, I think, you can activate Golden Chance, which acts the same as Joker's Fortune, except the panel capture is apparently replaced with Zone Capture, which acquires an entire zone for you at once. Which, I mean, for wanting victory, my god, that is an amazing thing to be able to do. And I wish that I had actually gotten to see that, because that would just be absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I never got to see that. So one of the cool, well, I say cool things is when, it's fair, as long as I don't run into him, that's fine by me. Just let him lose as many GP as necessary. But on the PSP, the command board did actually have wireless multiplayer. This was pretty much all connected to the Mirage Arena, so you went into the Mirage Arena and you can activate wireless go up. And
There we go.
basically you were able to just play on all the different world game boards with your friends. The key difference though is that they appear in their armour, because one of the things that you'll see when we eventually go to the Mirage Arena is that you can change the colour of your armour, and that is how you'll appear because it's Mirage Arena and so on and so forth. The rules are exactly the same as if you're playing single player, and you can still gain GP to level up your deck commands. It's just that you get to play it with friends, which is quite nice. Obviously, me being a complete and utter loner never actually managed to do that one, but it's still something. And why do I feel that Ven is going to run straight for me?
That's the way. Nice.
Because, I mean, I know that Ven's getting mightily screwed over right now, but he's going to go straight for me, isn't he, to drop off the delight that is Captain Dark on me. Yep, there we go, and there's nothing I can do to not pick him up. Bloody hell, Ventus. What I'm probably going to have to do on this one then is be somewhat sneaky in terms of getting to start, because I've got all the things that I'll have a full deck, and then hopefully I'll have enough to triple dice my way all the way around and lump Ventus with Captain Dark again. That would be nice.
Did you see that? No.
I mean, also I'm so far ahead at this moment in time that I don't think Captain Dark could actually cause that much damage to me. So there is that one, because, I mean, these guys are doing really badly. Like, you would have thought they would have had slightly better AI for this, but clearly not.
How you like this?
And there we go, here's my my tactic. I'm going to try and pull it off, and I'm pretty sure... Ooh. That's not as good as I was hoping. Well, at that point, I might as...
There we
Oh,
go.
I just really buggered myself over there. Bloody hell. See, I had great plans that just went incredibly south. So at this point, I should probably hope for a 1, because then, I'm just completely hoovering up that green area, because that's great. I love that.
That's the way.
Although there are 2 more slots in it, so I suppose there is that as well.
Okay.
I mean, that's also quite a nice thing. I do like a good double toll, but it's not as effective as it probably could or should be.
No.
Because I think what tends to happen is that they just don't land on your spaces, which is really infuriating. Because particularly some of them, obviously, I've completely boosted into the stratosphere in terms of how much they cost, because they're like the devil spaces. And if anybody lands on them, then whoo, boy, they are completely screwed over.
Nice.
I mean, I can't remember quite where it is, but I think there was one that I'd gotten over to like over 1,000, because I just went like, yeah, shove all the money into it. And well, I'll take a Keyblade Glider.
Okay.
Yeah, just go for that one. Just make this nice and easy for me. I know I'm still stuck with Captain Dark, but as you can see, I think by this point I'd just given up trying to get rid of him and thought, well, I'll just wait him out. He can't do that much to me. anymore. And yes,
There we go.
I am just a monster. I do love it when you can do things like this to the AI, because you sort of then are just willing them to land on it. Because one of the things that I've noticed is that, well, so once you're down enough, then you know you end up having to sell spaces, and then if you sell them all, you'll just end up in a negative permanently until you manage to get yourself out of it. Like, you would have thought they would have had like that whole
How you
bankrupt
like this?
idea that's in like Fortune Street and Monopoly and so on and so forth, that sort of ends the game. But then no, it just doesn't happen. You just get to keep playing. And there we go, thank God the blighter is finally gone. Although why do I have the terrifying feeling that Ven ended up activating Captain Justice and then ends up zooming to my position?
Nice.
See, once again, another thing of doing a lot of commentaries over the years, as well as, you know, nuts happening where your brain just sort of slowly fries as you go. You also end up in a situation where you're just like,
There we go.
what have I already said? What stories have I already told? And then also there's moments where you're just like,
Alright.
yeah, I really just don't care anymore. Which is really bad when I say that, because I really shouldn't, because I do care. There's frickin' Captain Justice. I knew he came out, the blighter.
Thank you.
So yeah, you forget what stories you've said, and I know
Here
it's a
goes.
story that I've said many times. I think I've even in this very playthrough actually. But one of the things that happens is when you record quite far in advance, because at this moment in time I have actually finally finished recording all the footage for both my Sleep Final Mix, and have actually edited it all together, so I know exactly how long the playthrough is going to last. Which is always really helpful, because it's just like, right, I can plan a little bit more now, so I can go, right, I want to...
How you like this?
This is going to last me until this point in time, therefore I've got this amount of time in order to play other things, get myself to a wonderful point where I get to then have to record another game.
Alright.
So it all works out quite nicely. But the issue with that is that once you've gotten so far ahead in terms of actually recording, by the time you come back to do some of the commentary, you go, what the hell happened here? But also sometimes you're just like, I think this is a thing that happened. I can't actually remember because my brain's just gone so far
Nice.
past this point that really I don't know anymore. But also, you just get little glimpses and flashes of the memory of what happened, and bloody hell, Aqua! I mean, I could buy it. Probably would be a bad move at this point in time, because, you know, I want to be victorious. And oh, that's definitely not good that it's gone over to Aqua. That's definitely not good.
Nice.
I'm going to have to try and rectify this one as quickly as possible,
That's the way.
because otherwise, it's gonna go really far south. I mean, I'm still not too overly worried, but
There we go.
it's still more than needs to have actually happened.
Alright.
I mean, actually looking at how long we've got left on the command board, I think that probably once we get to start, we probably have already enough, so we'll just be kind of finishing off a loop. That would be the ideal situation. Obviously, you never know with these things.
That's the way.
Like, they can seriously surprise you.
Okay.
So, come on. One, are we actually going to make it to start in this we're going to get really close, aren't we?
No.
Yeah. I knew that was going to happen. So it'll be next turn. Oh, so it'll be bloody next turn, and hey, I wanted that. And who boy, Aqua saw what I was doing and decided to create her own devil position for herself. Thankfully, I don't think I am actually going to end up having to... Seriously? Seriously? Takes with one hand, gives with the other. Clearly, the game wanted me to do well at this point as well, because it was like, you know what? It's gone on for far too long. You do not need to be sitting in the command board for that much longer. And so it just thought, you know, I'll give you one of your demon spaces a bit of success.
There we go.
But yes, with that, we have more than enough to be victorious. And so all I need to do is get back to start. And I can tell you for a fact that we have more than enough stuff to be able to do that. So it's just a case of actually achieving it.
Yeah.
And no matter how long Captain Justice stays out, he's not going to be able to help Aqua to a victory at this point.
I'm a board winner.
Nice.
You'd have to give her, like, a good 4,000 GP, and it's just not happening.
How you like this?
Yeah, 2 triple dice. I think that's more than enough to make it round. I mean, that was a pretty terrible roll. I would have preferred something a little bit better. But hey, get another command down. Get a few more GP. It works out in the long run. And then you really like giving me money in this last bit. The final command board that you're going to see, because I mean, yeah, after this point I think I would just be going absolutely stir crazy trying to commentate over these, because like, I ran out of commentary for them a very long time ago. I don't know whether you noticed.
That's the way.
Yes, come on, 2 dice.
Okay.
Take me home to victory. That'll do nicely. Thank you very much.
Easy.
And there we go, a whole bunch of stuff gets leveled up, and that works out really well for me. Because I'm going to get a whole bunch of level ups off of that one. You see, it's one of the reasons why probably you should do the secret board more so than any of the others once you've unlocked it, because then, you know, because it lasts for so long, you end up leveling up so many things, which is brilliant. Because then you don't have to use them. I mean, sometimes you might want to, you know, actually use them, but still. Annoyingly, I still haven't figured out hide unusable is a thing yet. I wish I did it, because, like, my god, this... Past me, this would be so much simpler for you. And, oh, there we go. It finally clicked. Oh, my days. And, ooh, Dark Faraga, eh? We'll take that. Might not be particularly useful for what we're about to go in to do, but still. And yeah, we'll just get in a few of these other commands, because why not at this point, eh? Unlocks a few more abilities, hopefully, and hopefully gives me a slightly better shot at what we're about to face. We shall see. I doubt it's going to be as useful as I would like it to be, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. So, with this final bit of faffing about with our commands, it is time to continue onwards with the story, and oh boy, we're going to be getting some pretty epic stuff coming up. So, let's head into the Badlands.